All the girls at camp gonna look as good as you?
Oh, you. You're going to Camp Blood, ain't you?
Oh, God damn it, Ralph.
Never come back again.
Hey.
Oh, Christ. I'm going to Camp Blood. She's cutting me off again. I can't. They're driving to Camp Crystal Lake for the first time. And the funny part about this is they're actually driving away from camp if you pay attention. Now here, this is what it looks like going the right way. You see, this is that turn that we see, the famous turn. And this is what it looks like going the right way. Look at that. I'm Kevin Bacon. How cool is that? We are now entering Camp Nobebosco. Something tells me I'm wasting my time by filming this because they just told us it was a mile-long road. Is actually where Mrs. Voorhees is driving Annie, and she jumps out of the Jeep, runs through the woods, supposedly was up here somewhere. They told us that at one point the tree was marked, the exact tree where she jumped out, but nobody seems to really know that now. This is the fireplace where everyone's singing in the beginning. If you see right here, you could even line up the shot of what's her name with the guitar. You could even see the little gimmicks in back where she was playing, and then our counselors go and run off the house.
Over here was actually in camp during the time of the production of the movie. They had an Order of the Arrow weekend, which is kind of like the Scouting Honor Society.
Yeah, so it was like my third camp out with Boy Scouts happened to be at Nobi. It was like whatever the full camporee was, and we were allowed to watch a lot of the filming. There's a scene in the movie where Steve Christie's in the Jeep. It's like 4 seconds long. You'll see he's coming back. Yep. Anyone here like really into their movies, like real diehard? I mean, not just for the movies, but actually getting onto the stuff. Okay, for that scene, the Jeep, for what I remember, was right about here. And what they did was they had two guys under the Jeep. They put the Jeep on a big gimbal, and they shook the Jeep like this to give the impression of motion for the Jeep. And then they had a whole bunch of floodlights on this side here, projected onto where the driver would have been. And I guess you call them grips. They had 2 grips come by with branches. They would come under the light, and it would come across with the shadow going across the video.
You see right up here, got the lake doing some work. The mountain in the background, that iconic shot. Cabin straight down there is where they had the showers. To my immediate right, the Van Dusen Lodge, the main cabin. Straight up there is Mechanic's Lodge, where Harry Crosby killed that snake. I was told that straight up that way, up a little clearing, is the cabin which Steve, Christy, and Alice were fixing the gutter from the beginning. That's since fallen apart and torn down. Our little gazebo where we meet Officer Dorff for the first time. He comes down that way. And we see our awesome little Tonto dance over here somewhere. Oh, wow.
Attention all tour groups, attention all tour groups. If you made it through your first station, you should work your way towards your second one now. So this would have been the main room that would have played Monopoly, like right about here. Mrs. Voorhees and Alice would have fought over there.
So here we are, we're in what would have been the Van Dusen kitchen. Anyway, that was basically a movie set. We would have a sink right here, stove, all right up against this wall. Then awesome poor Adrian King Alice would bring up a bunch of pots, come over here to where the pantry at least was, and when you open up here,
You're doomed if you stay. Go. Go.
Messenger of God, you're doomed if you stay here.
Alright, here we are, Mechanic's Lodge, Camp Nobebosco. Right about here, from what I know, there was a wall that was torn down. The fireplace actually ran straight up towards the ceiling. That log actually ran through the fireplace, from what I was just told. I'm the best narrator ever. And right about here is where Harry Crosby killed that snake. He had bunks on each side. As you'll see, they've renovated this place like crazy. It really doesn't look much like it does in the movie. Alright, here we got official 100% Camp Crystal Lake water. They were nice enough to put a canoe out for us. They think that this might be the exact spot the canoe was, where Ari Lehman pulled Adrian King down to the water. Even if it's not, it still looks damn cool. Blairstown Diner. This will give you more of an idea what it looked like. You'll see on the other side, they renovated. The Steve Christy seat's missing. It would have been right about there. But you can see that the windows are still exactly the same on both sides. I have to see this thing one more time. It's very important. Oh my God.
Nobody knows.
That's the real deal. The original one. They've had it here for 30